Hey everyone, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Grif.
I'm Baka.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
It's going.
Pretty good. I'm alive. We're good.
That's definitely a good thing. Sorry, I almost died a little bit. No big deal.
No big deal.
What's everybody been playing this week? And if you say games, I'm going to have to slap someone.
Please don't
Games.
slap us.
Oh, you
Come
just wait till
on.
the cameras are off.
Come on, I'm waiting.
You're too close. Dude, I told you before.
Grif
This
just
is
needs,
Baka's
one of
job
those,
to say it,
extendable
so that
boxing
way-
glove things, like in cartoons, just to go at chicken.
We'll mount it on the wall right there. She'll have the switch in the other room, so whenever she gets mad at me, she just hits it and it hits me in the face.
Yes,
Too
that's
funny.
what's going to happen.
Uh,
So, for reals, specific games.
go, Chicken. Tell what you've been playing.
Oh, Final Fantasy 15 for most of the week. It's really good. Okay, I'm getting to a part of the game where it's like, are you sure you want to go on this? Because you're going to be here for a while, basically. I was like, oh, all right, cool. So I should probably go and finish a couple of the side quests. Oh my god, I started finishing, like I did 1, and then got 2, and then finished 3, and got 8, and finished 4, and got like 15. I was like, oh my god, where does it end? Someone help, this rabbit hole is a lot deeper than I was expecting.
You know how side quests are.
Mrs. Rabbit has been digging.
Apparently. I was like, I'm just going to do a couple of, quests, and then it turned out that there's a lot
It's
more
not
side
just a
quests.
couple.
I unlocked the chocobos. The chocobos are super fun to ride.
You didn't tell me. I wanted to see them.
The chocobos are awesome. Oh my god. I saw baby chocobos.
Do you gotta breed them like you do in 7?
Are they like,
I
do they
don't
pop
think
out
so.
of
Baby
eggs?
chocobos?
Baby choco. They look like little fluffy yellow feather bundles. They got no neck or anything. They just look like, oh my god, they're adorable. I
They have
stopped and
little
I was
circles
like,
with legs.
oh my god, because it looks like a kiwi, because it's got like no defining features and no neck. It's just got a little chocobo.
face.
Yeah, it's adorable. I was like, oh my god, I need a baby chocobo plushie now.
I bet they exist. I'm gonna
I
go
bet
look
they
for
do.
one.
You and me both. I need
Probably
a baby
do.
chocobo plushie now. Oh,
And then you
Too
two are
funny.
gonna fight over who gets to cuddle with it.
No,
we'll
just
get 2 of them.
Fine, ruin my fighting ideas.
Look, we have enough things to have a husband-wife fight club over, okay?
Yeah, no shit.
True
Just
that.
don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We just don't talk about it. I hear you.
Are you gonna tell them what you got yesterday?
I got Splatoon 2 yesterday. Red said that he got it, and I was like, yeah, because I was going to get it. That's just, I was going to get it. I just didn't know when I wanted to get it. So I went in and picked it up yesterday. Played a few matches today. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot like the original one, and one of the issues is that there's not much innovation into this one. They've just basically cleaned it up and made it run really well. So, Splatoon 2, really fun. And that's pretty much it. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I haven't gotten to play it with anybody yet. I've only made it to level 4, but
Well, Ollie and Red were playing together, so you'll have to hit them up and find a time that Ollie is awake since he lives across the world from us.
yes, I think he's like 8 hours behind us.
So,
Yes. So,
so you'll have to hit him
It'll
up
be
when
like
he's ready to
4
play
in the
first thing
morning,
in the
and
morning.
we'll all be playing it.
yes, definitely. But I will be playing more of it, for sure, because it's just a lot of fun. Splatoon is fun. But yeah, I've only been playing those two. I played a little bit of Heroes with Baka last night. Oh, and some Players Underground.
Yeah, we did a few games that ended fairly quickly.
Aw.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's like super salt on the wounds right there.
Just
Baka just throwing it out.
picked a bad area to land in, or what?
Sometimes we like to go a little ham. I landed in a house where somebody ran in and somebody was chasing that person, like jumping and trying to punch them. I ran in behind them and I saw a shotgun on the ground. So I picked it up and the person who was punching knocked down that person. So I shot the lady that was jumping around, knocked her down, ran over, killed the other person, killed her, and another dude came out of another door and shot me with a shotgun. Like, it just turned into a fucking clusterfuck. I was like, oh my god, what's going on?
Yeah, we landed in a few areas. We're like, there's probably going to be a lot of people here, but why not? Let's go ahead and just go for it. And then we tried landing in some areas where it's like, yeah, no one's going to be over here. And then we ended up having like 6 different people land over in the same little spot that we did.
Yeah.
You guys just weren't picking very well.
Well, I mean, the other option was like go way out there and then hope we find a vehicle somewhere, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, then you just kind of get.
We
you're
did
kind
get
of
second
guessing.
place once.
Yes. Oh.
Congrats.
It
That's
was
pretty
so
awesome.
close too. I got like 8 kills in that game. Baka was like directions, and then I would be like, because I had an 8x scope on an M16, and I would just be like, all right there, pop, 1 shot. He'd be like, over there.
I had
pop.
no armor. We could not find any armor for me in the game, so I was like laying flat on the ground trying to hide in the grass, going, "He's over there, chicken! Over there! Over there! Shoot him! Shoot him!"
Protect me.
Yep. And the way it ended is Baka was crawling around the ground, and the last 2 people started running up from behind him, and he lit one of them up, and then they both killed him, and that was it. Second
wow.
place. Oh,
Second
it's
place,
so
though.
close.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Still no winner chicken dinner for you guys.
I know.
No,
Not
but so
yet.
close.
So close. If I wouldn't have been so dumb, because I ran out of cover and started moving a little too fast and got killed.
Yeah, you
Got
should listen to me
too
when I said
ambitious.
haul ass now.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, wait, hide behind the rock. It's like, no, just come on, go.
Yeah, I could have died quicker though, right?
Or you could have lived.
Yeah, true. Well, I died. No way to go back
Because
and
those
undo
people were waiting till the last possible minute to go running out of those houses.
Yeah.
No.
That's
What
what,
about
we've
you?
been
What
playing.
have you been doing?
I actually logged in for a little bit for the Destiny 2 beta, just to see if there was a difference. There is not. It's a gameplay. Everything is exactly the same. I am intrigued by the storyline that they're setting up. There's actually a storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm intrigued by where it's going to lead to. So I'm interested once the game actually releases and what people say about it afterwards. It's not still one of those things where I'm like, oh, I pre-ordered it now. No, that's not happening. It's going to be, I want to see what changes they've made, what everything they've done, but storyline, it does look like those fans that maybe started the game at one point and went, okay, I'm just having to grind through the same stuff over and again. There's not really much to this. It sounds like they've listened to those people a little bit and actually given them something, to where they didn't have to log onto a computer to find a plot line.
Thank God.
Right. But gameplay wise, which we never had an issue with the actual, the actual gameplay itself. It was really nicely done. And you felt powerful. I did get to, I played as a hunter. Isn't that the way they are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hunters, warlocks, and titans.
Yeah, so I played as a hunter and got to use the new power up thing, and that's really fucking fun because it's like all of a sudden it stands up and it's like the power up deal, and he just pops down and the staff pops up, and the next thing you know, every time you hit the trigger button, you're just spinning and killing everything in sight. It's really cool. He's doing flips and shit, so that was fun. I played a little bit of the Sherlock Holmes game, and I started Vermintide. But right now, last night we played PUBg. No Pants and I did, and we went through one game, and we didn't do too well right off the bat. I think I guess we did okay. 14th, 15th, something like that is what we ended up finishing. And then the next game, we start playing, and we kind of went off of mine. Anywhere I marked, that's where we went to, because I'm really good at hiding. That's how I play the game. I go through and I hide until we get to the last, and then I'm going to try to kill you. But, so we kind of followed my stuff, and we're communicating the whole time. And then the final circles started moving away from where we were planning on heading. So we actually moved towards across a water area, and we were hiding inside of a house. Well, he didn't realize that the circle had started sealing. I was like, dude, we got to get to the water, because if we don't get to the water, we're going to be screwed. So we get to the water, and there was these two guys that had come through on a motorcycle, and they were headed towards the boat that we were trying to head towards. So they got onto the boat and got just on the other side of the circle. So we're swimming. I'm underwater because I don't want them to see me. And he's like, I'm going to see if I can steal their boat from under them, because they're hanging outside of the boat. So we head over to the boat, and instead of ducking under the boat and coming the opposite side and then just switching seats and still in their boat, he goes straight to them. So he gets to them, and of course they see what's happening. They get into the boat real quick and pull off. So now he and I it's a mad dash to beat the blue line, right? So we're going as quick as we can. I literally have one little block left. Almost had crossed the line into the white, boom, dead. He's still going. So he gets to the rocks. Once he gets to the rocks of this, they got this pier that comes out, and he's hidden in the rocks. There's about 16 people left, and he's hiding in the rocks. And I'm telling him where people are at. He goes, okay, I see him. And we're talking, and 3 people left. Him and a team. That was it. So we're like, okay, we got this. He goes, uh-oh. I was like, what? He goes, I can't move. He was stuck in a rock, in between 2 rocks. He could not move. They couldn't find him. So the way he ends up dying is literally the circle had gotten small enough to where he was just 3 steps outside of the circle. And he couldn't move anywhere. And so we ended up in second place because he's stuck in this rock. But it was so funny because it's like nobody could find him. He was just hiding well enough, whatever. And he's like, had we gone to any of the places I'd wanted to go to, we would have died so much sooner. But it was so much fun. We had a blast with that one. That was our last game that we played yesterday. But I enjoyed it. It interests me so much playing PUBg the way it is because I like the fact that not every game is going to be anywhere close to the next one.
Nope.
Like you go in and it's like you're like, what the hell just happened? And I actually had a single player game earlier this week, and I didn't have my headphones on, which normally you have the headphones on, you can hear the footsteps and everything coming. So I'm hightailing it through the middle of a field, going, "Oh my god, I'm going to get shot!" And all of a sudden I hear, and me and another guy, neither one of us evidently didn't have things on. We're standing there, almost staring at each other sideways. Neither one of us had our weapons out because we're trying to run faster. So we both flip our weapons as quick as we can. He hits the shotgun, and I accidentally hit the pistol.
Oh,
So
it's rock, paper, scissors, and you just
It was
lost.
so funny, though, because it was just that moment of both of us stopping going, oh, shit, we're dead. You know, it's just like looking at each other going, what's up, buddy?
Only one will survive.
But it was fun. That was a blast. So that's
You
what
know
I
what
did.
would have been even better is if he would have immediately been picked off by a sniper. Like, he killed you and then immediately died. Would have been great.
That would have been awesome. That would've been
Well, a
awesome.
lot of players actually listen to music for some reason while they're playing the game, so which I don't understand.
I could listen to music because I've got a sound bar that all my stuff from my PC goes through, and I can flip it to Bluetooth, and then my Echo Dot can actually come through it. But then I could still listen through these. But there's no way I could do just music. I mean, there's no way.
Well, as loud as some of them blare it, man. It's like, how do you even know if someone's sneaking up on you? I mean,
They don't. They play aggressive fast, and that's it. If they see someone, they shoot them. Otherwise, they don't play.
well, apparently
all
that
fast
person
and
didn't
loose.
see me when I shot him in the head with a damn crossbow.
Yeah. Well, the other one did. Most of the ones that I shot yesterday didn't see me. I was like, "Hey, look, he's hiding in the grass." Pop. Oh, look, he's hiding on the hill. Pop.
Yeah, but this is me like 2 feet away going, bink.
Hey, simple, kill the zombies. Pop.
Well, I started Mass Effect Andromeda this week.
How's that?
How's the crab walking going for you?
I am not super far into the game. Like I've made it far enough to have collected all of my squad mates and everything, but I've already had several problems, glitches and things like that. At one point I got stuck to a floor after a cutscene. Like, well, okay, actually that whole cutscene was foobar. I walked into where PB hangs out, which is your escape pod on your ship. She hangs out like right there. I'm like, thanks for being a real bitch about that. Good thing we don't have any need to evacuate at the moment since all your shit's in the way. But I went in to talk to her for the first time, and it automatically throws you into a cutscene as soon as you open the door. Only it was just me in the cutscene. Like, she wasn't there because she was, I guess her character model was too far back. And on the very edge of the screen, I could see her hands every once in a while. So I was like, she's somewhere in the room. She's obviously speaking to me. This is
Like
weird.
she's talking with her hands?
Well,
Is it-
okay, see, here's the deal. Those character models have, like, no emotion to them. So they only occasionally move their hands, and it's always in the same, like, robotic way. They have no facial expression. So talking with her hands, not exactly, more like occasionally having arm spasms. But yeah, that's all you saw was like on the corner of the screen. And then after the cutscene was over, I was stuck to the floor. Like, I could turn in circles, but I couldn't leave the room or anything. Luckily, she was close, like, her character model was close enough to me that I could interact with her again, so I could have a chat that also pops you into a kind of cutscene, and it put her in the cutscene this time. And after that, I could leave. But I was like, how do I leave? What if she wasn't close enough? What would I have done? I would have to listen to her whole stupid thing again, which I don't care for that character. A lot of people do, because she's supposed to be the quirky, fun one, but she annoys me.
She's not.
She doesn't like quirky and fun.
No,
well, it's
she
the same
doesn't.
thing with Sarah from Dragon Age Inquisition. She was supposed to be the out there, you know, outsider, rebel, fun girl, and I found her incredibly irritating as well.
We tried to tell everybody that Grif was anti-fun. Nobody believed us.
See, right here.
Clearly, I'm anti-fun.
Yep, she doesn't like the quirky characters. Tells me to go fucking die
I
in a
like
fire.
quirky characters when they're not irritating on my freaking nerves, like just grating. I am quirky because I'm so weird and obnoxious. Don't you just love me? I'm so obnoxious. It's like, no, I want you to shut your mouth because you're annoying. But there's
Kind of how I felt about Alistair in Dragon Age.
I loved Alistair in Dragon Age. He was not obnoxious. He was also very sweet.
Different people, different opinions. Come on now.
But he wasn't, I'm going to be a loudmouth and say stupid things for the sake of stupidity because that's how I am. It was like, I'm going to say
those
stupid things
characters are
because
kind of
legitimately
annoying,
I
too.
don't understand how this works. But the character customization was stupid. It's like most BioWare games, the character does not come out of character customization looking like they did when you made them. So I don't understand why they can't get a hand on that. It's like, if you're gonna let me fiddle with it, then I want it to look like this when we leave here. But when we leave here, for some reason, like, I picked a complexion that once I was out of character creation, he looked fine in character creation, and then out of character creation, he had wrinkles, like he was 70. And I was like, that is not what he looked like 5 minutes ago. Let me restart the entire first half of the game so that I can refix this. Some of the hair color options, like, you don't get to pick the color, which I think is a step back considering some of the options that we had in Inquisition and things like that. Some of the options are like neon pastel ridiculousness. Like, do you like your eyes? Good. Pick this color because you won't anymore. It's meeting people like that in the space station. Chicken saw me talk to somebody the other day that had, like, bright orange hair. Like, I'm not talking, it was supposed to be kind of like a lighter shade of what I have, or auburn or something like that. It was fucking like, I'm going to wear a hunting vest bright orange. It's like, who picked this color? Some lady that you have to talk to close to the start has kind of a short cropped up top, like it's buzzed around the side and short and curly at the top, and it is like pastel purple around the side, like lavender, and gray at the top, like bright gray. I'm like, this just hurts my eyes to even come to the space station and look at you people. This is fucking awful.
Well, to be
Turians are
fair,
all
maybe
white.
the guy with the bright orange hair doesn't want to get shot when he goes into a forest.
Where to invest then?
I just
Why?
don't know
When
how
you
to
can wear it
explain
on your head and go, look, you see this bright orange thing moving and bobbing through the woods? Don't shoot it.
We're street cone then. Don't dye your hair.
Be about the same as far as ridiculous level. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think it could be that bad, but looking at a couple of those characters,
The Turians are all white. Like, they look like white stone fountains after they've been used for a while, and they've got that kind of like green algae growth started that's like just a kind of light green in the creases of their face and stuff like that. I'm like, I just want to scrub you. You are just a strange color. I just need some bleach and like a sponge, and I'll fix this for you because something is going on here. But it's been not the best experience. BioWare, you guys can do so much better. Please don't fuck up the next Dragon Age game like this. Like, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna fight through it. I get the hints of charm that they were trying to give your character. I'm playing the male version of Ryder because the female version's voice was not to my liking.
was she
I didn't want
quirky?
to listen to her.
Was she quirky?
No. Well, I mean, there are some things. I'm assuming the dialogue's pretty much the same for both of the writers, so some of it would have been quirky, I guess, if you made those choices. But I don't know. I just wasn't gonna deal with her the whole game. So I went with Male Rider, and I get the charms, like some of the stuff that they're trying to do, where he's like, look, don't you like this character? It's like, kind of. But at the same time, you killed off one of their major family members and had something terrible happen to another one, and he had no reaction to it. I hate that. It's one of my pet peeves in any game. Like, horror games, the same thing. Oh my god, all this scary shit's happening, but I'm not going to react to it all. It's totally fine. Just another day at the office, everyone.
To be fair, some people are a lot harder than some. I mean,
that's true.
Terror things aren't going to fuck up some people. I mean, if you look at the evil
look
within,
at Resident Evil and Chris. I mean, in the beginning, like in the early Resident Evil games, he kind of freaked out about a lot of the stuff, but like by the time you hit Resident Evil 5 with him, it's just kind of like, fuck, it's another day in the office.
That's progression. He did freak out. It's not like, oh my god, all of this terrifying shit's happening. I'm not going to even react to it because I see it every day for no reason, even though it's brand new.
We'll go with Leon then. I mean, look at Leon. He was driving into Raccoon City and got hit by a fucking flaming semi and then thrown into a zombie apocalypse. I mean, that motherfucker took it like a stone cold killer. He's like, all right, let's do this.
I have issues with that. With things like that. And this is not the only game guilty of it, but with this one, I mean, like, you're 600, you just went through 600 years of cryosleep, so there's no way that you can go back to Earth and home and everything that was yours. You are somewhere that's new and foreign, and you don't have your own space in it yet or anything, and these tragic things just happen to you, and you have no reaction to them.
As long as they keep it consistent, that's fine. Like, if they're a stalwart personality, and basically people look up to them because they're not affected so deeply by certain things, and that's fine.
Yeah, but you still get to bring it up. You're like, oh, hey, so-and-so died. And then it's supposed to be an emotional thing for you, but at the same time, it's not. So it's like, is it or isn't it important that this person died?
Like I said, consistency. If it's not there, then they did it wrong. But if it's consistent, like, Resident Evil's Leon, where he's always been like that, then that's fine. But if it bounces around, that's poor writing. So...
And I have a feeling, just by meeting my crew members and talking to them a few times, there's a handful of them. Well, it's mostly my squad mates. They're going to have one thing that is their backstory, and they're not going to let it go. Like Vetra's sister, she's talked about her every time I have spoken with her. Cora was supposed to have my job, and she's pretty upset about it. Talked about it every time. It's like, guys, can this not be your only defining characteristic? Please. That would be awesome. Thanks.
You stole my job, motherfucker. Of course it's going to be my defining characteristic. God damn.
She took our job.
She took our gerbs.
I don't know. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to play it after the show today for a little while again. And the gameplay's okay. It's not anything special. Like, it feels like a step back from Mass Effect 3 a little bit in some respects and a step forward in others. I don't know. I'm unsure of how I feel about it yet.
Need to play a little more.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. It keeps wanting me to pick a third option for combat. I don't know where it's going to put it. Because right now my combat special stuffs are my left and right bumper. And I played the other three on PC, so I was using it being like my keyboard controls. And now I'm like, what button is it possibly going to arm for my third option of thing? Like, okay. I guess I'll have to pick one and find out, but I don't know where it would go. Gonna find out.
You have to hit the trigger buttons at the same time. You can't be even like a fraction off.
I will say I got really angry. This is the last thing I'll tell you about it. I got really angry because in your car, your Nomad thing, you have to hold Y to get into the thing. And it's B to get out. Well, if you hold Y to get out, which is not going to get you out at all, it's going to teleport you back to the spaceship and take you into orbit. And I was right in front of an objective, and I held Y, because I was like, okay, it's Y to get in, so it must be Y to get out. Nope, took me back to that. I was like, you son of a bitch. Why?
So it became Destiny all of a sudden? It sent you back to the ship?
Yeah, I guess so. I was so mad because I was right in front of the objective. It took me forever to get there, to get this stupid slow-ass car up and down the hills and shit, and I was so mad at myself because it's my fault, but whatever. Okay. Baka, did you do anything aside from PUBG that you want to talk about?
Zelda, and I stopped playing it because it fucking trolled me.
And then you thought I was being a bitch to you about it.
Oh, that's glorious.
Yeah. I sent her a text explaining what happened about like the last shrine that I need to get. I have to wait until there is the blood moon thing for everything to respawn, and I have to be on there before it hits like 1 o'clock because it disappears. And so I sent Grif a text telling her, hey, I finally got a blood moon, and when I finally got a blood moon, I went running over there to where the shrine spot is, and it started raining, so the moon got covered up by clouds, and it disappeared before I can get on it. So I couldn't get it. So I was so pissed. I set the game aside, and I told Grif, but the text put it up into 2 halves. So it divided it where it was, hey, I finally got a blood moon, and then the rest of the story.
Yeah, it said, hey, I finally got a blood moon, and there was nothing else, so I sent back, I was like, nice, congrats! And he's like, and then it rained, and I couldn't get one, and I was like, what? He's like, you bitch. I was like, I didn't say what? He's like, I can't believe you would say nice that it didn't. I was like, I don't understand.
On mine it sent it as like one whole thing, and then like all I got back from her was congrats. I was like, what? You bitch.
I mean, I'm kind of mean every now and then, but I wouldn't be a dick to you about something you've been waiting on like that. Stupid phones.
Yep. So I
even showed him later. I was like, see, on my phone it's 2.
Yeah, I have not played the game for the rest of the week because of that. Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Other than that, we played Deceit, I think, last week.
Yeah, we played Deceit on Sunday.
Yeah,
oh my
we all played
god.
Deceit.
Oh man.
I hate your friends.
Oh
Play that
man.
game.
That
All the amount of I love the fact that like I helped Chicken get a lethal injection and then like he was like thinking about stabbing me for him, and he's like, no, you helped me get it. I don't think it's you. I was the monster the whole fucking time.
I knew Oak was one of them. So as soon as I saw his ass run near me, I was like, "Come here, bitch!" Stabbed him and just took off towards the exit.
I think my favorite one was my sister and I can't remember who the other one was. Either Oak or Red, maybe. Were
Red.
the monsters, and the game glitched and killed my sister as soon as she loaded in for some reason.
Right.
So there's only one monster, and then by the time that we narrowed it down, it was just 3 of us left.
Yes.
It was 3 innocent people, but we didn't know that, so we're all like, I swear to God, if this door opens and you try to kill me, if you transform when this door opens, I swear to God, the door opens, all 3 of us run out, and it's like, oh, you're all innocent.
Oh.
Yeah, the amount of threats going on at that particular point. And the thing is Red was one of the monsters, and he'd already been killed.
Yeah.
And your sister at the beginning gone.
Yeah.
And so it was like, we're all sitting there, like, none of us knew. Like, not even Red knew who it was because she was dead at the beginning. So he had no idea. And he's like, I know it's got to be Chicken. I know it's got to be Chicken.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out who it is because it was me and Chicken, and who was the other one alive? Was
Me.
it you?
It was Baka.
Okay, it was Baka.
It was the 3 of you.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, because I think Red had gotten a hold of and killed Oak, which I think that's how we found out that it was Red.
Well, no, because it was that the one at the very beginning? I was like, it's red, and I tried to kill him. And then he comes around the backside and killed me right off the bat.
I think so.
I think it might have been that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good times because you always assume the worst. It's somebody's lying to you. Oh my God.
He
We
got
were
me
all
back good later too, because I knew it was him on another one, and I was running to hide, and I'd already accused, and actually on that one it was Red and your sister also, and I'd seen her take a blood bang, and I said it, and of course nobody believes anybody in the game. Nobody believes anyone. And then of course Red was believing me a little too well, which means he was kind of new. And then he and I stood on top of a mountain staring at each other, trying to figure it out. And then near the end or whatever, he ends up stabbing me and then ends up killing everybody else before the end of it. And I was like, I told you it's both of them. I told you. Nobody believed me. Oh my God. It was so much fun though. I mean,
I think I lived in
it's
that
funny
one.
because my wife came downstairs later, and near the last few games, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're laughing so hard. What is going on?" I was like, "You don't understand. You have no idea. I can't trust anybody."
My mom heard my sister playing it. Heard her on when we were on headset because I guess she was over or something. But my mom's like, I can't tell if you're laughing or crying. I was like, oh, you should probably told her both because that's pretty accurate.
So good. It was so good.
Yes.
And so we will have more adventures of it tonight.
That game is fantastic. If you've got a group of 6 people, buy it and play it because holy shit, it doesn't matter. The only thing you can trust is yourself.
Yes.
Like the moment you think that, hey, so I think I can work with so and so, that some bitch gonna stab you in the back and
Yeah,
leave
but
you
even
for
then,
dead.
you
Not
can't
true.
always.
I don't trust
Not true.
anybody.
If you know for a fact that you are innocent, and you get a scanner and you scan someone else, as long as no one else is running in the way, but then you can go, okay, cool. I know I can trust them.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily true. They might still try to kill you. Chicken
Yeah,
does it
they
all the
can't
time.
fucking trust you though. I mean, yeah, you could trust them, but what makes you think they're gonna trust you?
You
And
let
even
them
then,
get a scanner and scan you back.
Oh, like
you
you're
can't
gonna
necessarily trust yourself because I scanned Chicken and I thought it said he was infected, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
I
Well,
that's
used
just
him
because
the
you-
whole
that
time.
had to have been the most
You switched
epic
the
thing
symbols on
ever.
those.
Oh, that was another one too that happened that where it was I think it was you and Chicken that were the terrors.
We're the best monster
And,
team
like,
ever.
And like
it
so,
turned into a shit show in that
I
one.
mean, like
Oh
we're all
my
sitting
God.
there and it was like it's like I'd gotten knocked down once and I was like, are you kidding me? What's going on? Right? So I get up and I'm going around and I'd already gotten health and everything else and I'm being accused of it. I was like, it's not me, I promise. And I'm heading upstairs and Chicken, who had been knocking me out the entire time anyway, got
Oh, that's the
got
round where
Grif.
you saw me take the blood bag and were accusing
Right.
me the whole fucking round, and I was avoiding everybody
Yeah,
until
and-
the
and
second
so-
stage.
And so then Grif ends up voting me out. Like we'd already voted one person out that we thought was it. And then Grif votes me out. And of course, Red goes, because I think he was the only one left too. He goes, no!
No, it
why'd
was
you
Red and
do
Baka were
that?"
still left. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
possibly be that stupid, Grif. Did you really vote out an innocent person? Is what he said.
It's because I was
Yes.
calling for someone else to vote him out, so they turned towards them, and then Grif came up and voted him out because I was the monster. Everybody knew it, and I was calling for somebody else, so everybody turned towards that person, and Grif came up and was like, "Hey, what's up? I'm actually the monster," and everyone's like,
Red's
Oh,
freaking,
no!
Red freaked out. And he's like, "Why would you do that?" I was like, "I'm sorry. I don't know. I just pushed the button."
It was
He
the
was
best.
so
It was the
distraught.
best dumb line I ever heard in my life.
"Oh,
It was great.
see,
And it's sad because it is
It
with
was
Grif,
so
it's
good.
totally believable.
Yeah,
damn.
totally believable for it.
Dick.
see, you got my back. We got that. We bamboozled the shit out of everybody that round."
And then you had, it might have been Chicken that was the bad guy on this one too, and then it was somebody else. Maybe it might have been Grif's sister, but it was, they got this bright idea to all clump up together.
Oh, it
and
was
move from
Red's
room to room.
fucking
Red.
I'm the
dumbass
only one
idea.
that's not part of the group, so immediately I get accused. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to go go through this, but whatever. And I said, and I'm not stupid enough if somebody changes.
Oh, okay. So I was the monster. It was me and Grif's sister, and it was Red, me, Baka, and Grif all clumped up in a group. We got to the third stage, and we were all sitting in a room. And Baka walks off, and you and Grif's sister were already out searching. And I'm just like, all right, this is going to be my only opportunity to fuck this group up because they keep grouping up, and I have to do something. So I step back, and Red like walks over to me, and he's like, all right, I'm going to stand by you because I don't trust these sumbitches. So I look at him, pull out the gun, and just shoot his ass down, transform, and kill Grif, and then go after the rest of them. And oh my god, he was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, don't group up, bastard. That's not how this game works.
It was so funny though.
Oh my god!
Oh my
if you own Deceit on Steam and would like for a group to play with, just let us know. Hit us up.
We get a
Yeah,
little
'cause,
violent.
we were playing like straight up when we first started playing. I think there were 60 people online at the time, and then by the end, when we finished playing, it was like 30 something people. Well, we were 6 of these, right? And then, so it was about half an hour after we logged out, the number jumped to nearly 100.
Oh, I wish
So
we could
evidently later
stream
at night
this.
is when everybody plays on
If
a
we
Sunday
could
night.
stream Deceit, then people would watch that because
Yes.
that has to be a mature audiences only because good God, do we get a little
Yeah,
We'll do
we
it.
get
We'll do it
mean.
one night. I'll stream it off one night just so we can have it. It's just
Yeah,
we've
that's
got
one of those
to.
ones where language comes into effect.
yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of it.
especially with the accusations.
I have
Oh
no
my
idea
God.
what you're talking about. I am a perfect angel.
Uh-huh. Whatever.
We are all
Oh
a
my
bunch
God.
of fucking liars.
The good thing was, and I got to give props to everybody on this. Now, if we did not use the in-game chat, we
No.
decided that we were gonna stick with our regular Twitch chat and go through and just talk. And then the rule was, if you died, you hit the mute button. Couldn't talk.
Right.
Well, we did pretty well with that. But then what we found out later is if you get knocked down,
Yeah, like you get.
then it would
cut off.
automatically cut if you were inside the actual game chat.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you get attacked by the monster, your chat is usually cut off until you're picked back up. Like if you're
And
revived
it's the same
and whatnot.
thing with the
needle.
The needle, so that way you can't say who it was that got you with the needle.
Yep. So we may have to adjust certain rules, but we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. But yeah,
But
Well,
we
I
did
mean,
pretty
part of
well.
the issue with the in-game chat was like we had issues where not everyone could be heard very easily.
Yeah,
that
we had
was
some
the
issues.
problem.
Like, I like the fact that we could hear each other better. We just got to adjust the rules a little bit where we can't start screaming, "It's red!"
Yeah, pretty much. I'm down. I'm over here. Come save me. Because the game is supposed to be everybody for themselves. So if you get
Yeah.
knocked down, you kind of hope somebody comes and helps you. But if not, you're dead. You're out. That's pretty much just how it goes.
Well, the idea is you got to work together in order to be able to get to the end game. It's just for yourselves if there's a monster out. When the lights go black, it's, oh my God, go get the rods, go get the rods, go get the rods. We got to
Get fuses.
separate. They're all over the place.
Where are the fuses? Who took that blood bag?
You hear it too? Like you hear
It
someone
looks like
taking a
they've also
blood
done
bag?
something in the third stage because it used to be in the third stage of things. There was only one fuse. Well, I mean, you only need one fuse, but
Right.
they only spawned one fuse. So if the monster got a hold of it, or one of the monsters got a hold of it.
Oh, I guess that's why they changed it though.
Yeah, because it looks like the last few games that we played, I noticed at least 2 fuses.
Okay,
Well,
good.
I know in that first round where you need all 3 fuses,
Yeah.
it's got 4 fuses.
Yeah, I think it spawns
So in
extra
case-
fuses. So
Oh
that the
my
monster
God! So
can't
the
hold
extra,
it.
so the monsters could still. Well, I guess they'd die too though if you didn't kill them all immediately.
Everybody loses then. I mean, it's basically the monsters want to survive and kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, you guys want to talk about some news now that we've spent over half the show, probably over half the show talking specifically about Deceit. Cause
come on,
so
it's
fun.
so fun.
It's
It's
so
so
fun.
So good.
Well, okay, so this week was super awesome because Telltale had a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yay,
and
Telltale.
I'm super pumped. We're finally getting a second season of The Wolf Among Us. Oh my God. Fucking A.
You want to know what's
About
ironic
time.
about
About
that?
damn time.
They had
Eurogamer.
just told everybody not to bother with it.
Yeah, Eurogamer posted that article 5 days ago. Oh, it looks like we're not getting another Tales from the Borderlands or a new Wolf Among Us. It looks like they've shelved those and we're not getting it. And here we go, new Wolf
Bunch
Among
of
Us.
liars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolf Among Us. We're getting a new Batman and the final season of Walking Dead.
Ooh.
So, and I swear to God, they better not treat Tales from the Borderlands the way they did with Wolf Among Us, being like a 3-year delay in between games or something like
Oh, it's
that.
ridiculous.
From what I've read about that, they no longer have control. It is back in 2K in Gearbox's.
Oh, because they want to do Borderlands 3 first.
Yeah, so they cannot do anything with it right now, and there's no guarantee if Gearbox will do anything with that or ever look back at those characters or basically
God damn it,
anything
Gearbox,
with it.
they were so good.
So I mean,
I think they will, but I think they're going to wait for the next Borderlands.
Maybe.
Either that or they're going to put those characters as characters in that. Whether
Maybe.
it
That'd be
be
a good
Reese and Fiona, who went into the vault at the end of Tales from the Borderlands, or it could be that they make the Vault Hunters Vaughn and Sasha and Loaderbot, maybe, so that they can go and find them.
maybe I think they're gonna start like with their own stuff and maybe put those as like cameo characters because if you do that, you can't do another Tales from the Borderlands with those characters. You'll have to
Well, I mean, if they're not looking to do anything with them anyway, maybe that's their idea for it.
what cameo or
Or
Tales of
no,
the
like
Borderlands?
using them for.
Well, no, they
'Cause, I
can't.
mean-
Telltale can't do anything right now.
Well, no,
Not
I meant that may be what Gearbox wants to do if they're not looking to do another Telltale games with them.
No, that's true. Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe in the future we'll get another Telltale with those characters, and Borderlands will focus on a different.
But not the point. The
Universe.
point is new Wolf Among Us, new Batman,
Yes.
new Walking Dead. Which
Final
Batman
Walking
I think
Dead.
is the only one this year that's coming out this year, right? Because it's August 5th, and Walking Dead's 2018, and I think Wolf Among Us is also 2018.
Yep. Yep.
So next
It's
year
fine.
for those two.
As long
but
as
don't
I get
wait.
Wolf Among Us, I don't care what year it comes out.
I know.
As
I'm
long
so
as they
ready.
told me it's gonna
I
happen.
kind of want to see the last for The Walking Dead.
Oh,
You'll
me
be back
too.
with Clementine.
Yep,
this,
Clementine.
in the new one.
I saw a picture, and I don't know, this isn't much of a spoiler, but I saw a picture, or while they were talking about it, I guess towards the end of New Frontier, and Clementine's like a young adult now. Like, you don't understand how much that just blows my mind.
Because you've seen her from childhood to
From
young
childhood to
adulthood.
this, and then the next season will be our final season with Clementine. It's like, oh my god, I need to play a New Frontier now.
Did you buy it on the summer sale?
Nope. I'll probably get it on
Wait till winter
sale.
sale.
Yeah, I got plenty of
Well, I mean,
games to play right now.
I was gonna say, well, the next one's not coming out till next year anyway, so
Yep.
doesn't matter. But yay,
You
I'm
got time.
super excited.
Yes.
Super excited to see some Big B Wolf again.
Hell yeah.
I mean, come on, I have a cat around here somewhere named after him.
That's fine. We have another cat named Clementine.
That's true. They're both Telltale cats.
Yes. And ironically, in that picture, it's Big B Wolf and Clementine.
Yeah.
Funny.
Well, what else you guys want to talk about? We got a few things. I'll let you pick the next one.
We've got ARK information, ARK news currently going on. Of course, we already know about the price hike going up.
Chicken space.
I think it was
Yeah,
dumb to
it's
do
now
it before the
$60
game,
game.
was out of early access. That's just
I
my
totally
opinion.
I totally agree with that. I think it should have stayed the price point it was, especially based on the excuse they gave, which had to do with the fact that they were wanting to do a hard copy and be able to put it into stores.
Put it on shelves.
That,
Yeah. Put it on actual shelves and I.
Well, I mean, there are games that AAA titles that come out at $40 all the time.
Yeah, that's the thing I didn't understand. Raise it $10. And then add, if you want to do the DLC thing, add the DLC thing as a digital download later or something, whatever.
It's bullshit. I mean, they're just basically, it's lies.
Yeah,
We had to do this to put it on the... No, you didn't.
But my favorite thing is the fact that Dean Hall, who's one of the creators of DayZ, comes out and
Whose
goes,
game is not finished.
Yeah, just so we're clear on my opinion, the price increase of ARK is fucking outrageous. And it's like, really? And I gotta give them total props for them coming back going, yeah, this is rich coming from a guy that's never finished his game.
Damn.
And it's like...
Well, I mean, if you think about it, they didn't finish their game, and they were already releasing expansions for it.
And DLC, so...
It's
Yes,
true.
but to be fair, this one's been out 1 year less than DayZ has.
Hey, I think all of those games that stay in fucking early access for too long are terrible, terrible plans.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like in both of them's case, and I actually, in some ways, I think in both of their cases, I think that they started the game thinking they would be able to finish it pretty quick. Mm-hmm. I think in ARK's case, it looks like they've at least attempted to push forward and finish the game as quickly as they could, but they were way off on win. I mean, you're looking
definitely.
at a year
Yeah,
and
they were
3 months
off on
later.
when, and I feel
think
like
it's 2
$60
years now.
is too much for that game.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
even in its more quote-unquote polished state, it's still very basic in a lot of ways.
Is it available on PlayStation currently, or is it they have to wait until the full version of it?
I don't know.
No.
Because I've got a friend he's a PS4 guy,
And he's interested?
and he's interested in the game, and I told
Well,
him
tell him to wait till he can get it on sale, because $60 is too much for the state that it's in.
That's what I told him. I was like you're gonna get fun with some of the gameplay. The other thing that was part of it was originally they came out and said that they were going to wipe all the PvP for servers. And
I
now
thought that they were originally going to wipe all of the servers, PvP, PvE, whatever.
Well, evidently, from what I've read before, is PvP is such a mess because there's modders that are coming in that are hacking the system, and basically, if they know their tribe is going to be hit, if they get wind of it, they'll purposely
DDoS
not
the...
even
make it to
modders that you can do that with. You can just DDoS the servers
And crash it.
without mods and crash it.
They'll automatically crash the servers. They'll do all types of stuff like that.
Which
and
to
part
me
of
it
it's
seems
because
like
of
if
the
you're
code that
getting
was written.
If you're getting ready to full launch the game, shouldn't you have better code in place?
But that is why they are splitting up the community, which I think is a terrible idea. But they're splitting it up When they release the game, they're releasing whole new servers. It's an entire new server cluster, all new PvP servers, all new PvE servers, and everything from early access is being separated into legacy servers. And as time goes on, they're planning on deleting those servers as people abandon them. So,
assuming that people do.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what their plan is right now. So, I mean, it's going to be hard. Splitting up your community is never a good idea.
It's not, but I understand why they're doing it too, because if we had this, we talked about this before about it when it was originally supposed to be released last year, is the fact that you're gonna have people that are brand new players going onto a server, especially a PvP server, where you've got people that have been playing for a year already, and you've got to be able to put them somewhere. And according to what they said before, is the newer servers they're able to use, they're able to control them better.
Yep.
And that's why they want to get rid of these other servers, and that's why they wanted to do the wipe, because basically what they would have done with the wipe is change how that server works. And
I think they should just delete those servers and make all those people restart.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I think so too.
Push
And the
themselves
community
into
thinks that.
yeah, but they push themselves into a corner where those people that have like 3,000, 2,000, 3,000 hours on a server, those people will never touch the game again if they lose all their stuff. They will be like, oh well, I've gotten my $30 worth of it. I ain't gonna start all over again, because it's just, unfortunately, like I said, they push themselves into a corner where if they do a server wipe, which is good for the community and good for the game's health, but they're going to alienate their original community. Like, they had their game in early access for too long.
it was too long.
Yeah.
It was too long, and they didn't do rolling wipes back in.
Exactly.
It should have been part of the process. Yeah, where
that's
every
what,
time they
like,
made a
MMOs
major
and stuff
server
do,
update.
like during beta testing and all that, okay, cool, everyone, got up some levels, and we got some feedback on, what's working, what's not working.
We're gonna wipe everything.
Let's wipe, redo it, and let's start anew, okay? Let's get some more feedback.
I feel like that's what early access should be, and that's what I kind of expected when I picked it up in early access, is that we would lose our progress several times over because they were gonna wipe it so they could fix things and keep moving forward until actual launch. But they never did that. And that, like Chicken said, that's the problem. They painted themselves into that corner where their hardcore audience is going to be pissed if they lose all of the progress because they've been playing it for 2 or 3 years now.
But you got to... So really, the decision they made is the better of the two, I think. Because if you wipe them out, then you have these people that are going to sit there and bitch. Mm-hmm. You're giving them an option to move to a fresh server where they have to start fresh if they want to. So they have that option if they go, okay, I want to go ahead and start a new fresh and see what's available to me. And then, because you're going to have those ones that, let's say they play PvP, they enjoy the gameplay, but they're being fucked by the people that are causing the problems. This would give them an option to start new and be able to start with other people.
Right.
And at the same time, as a new player coming into it, you don't feel like you're overwhelmed by people that have been playing for
but you've got to come into it like in the first week of launch, or else you're going to run into the same problems.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not out of the gate to start with, you're left behind. Like, even for new players.
Me and Chicken had on the PvP server where we got drugged and then forced to run through a damn gauntlet.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, it pretty much does not matter which way you put it.
Still one of my favorite stories ever.
Yeah, that was fucking awful. I thought it was gonna be fun, and it turned out to be just a fucking shithole. Like, I was like, oh yeah, this is kind of cool. We're being.
Well, I mean, anytime that you give the players that much control over a server, that's what's gonna happen. Is you're gonna have big groups of bullies develop, and the developers aren't gonna do anything about it because it's supposed to be player-run PvP, and that's just how it is. So if you're new, fuck you.
Well, they said one of the things that they've been working on the most is their single player campaign. What
single player campaign?
That's the single player part of the game,
the tribe,
right?
Yeah.
And it was actually, it's not in one of the 2 articles that we've got pulled up now, but it's
I saw mention of it, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah. I'm like you're working on your single player part of it, like. So I can go through the in-game stuff and do all that stuff by myself without doing... I mean,
because that's what I would like to do. I don't want to have to build something and log in every 5 or 6 days, or else it's going to be destroyed. I'd rather it be something that I could just play by my fucking self.
Yeah, because I mean, you could do your own server and play in. That's what I do with Conan Exiles, just so I can find out where everything is. But
I didn't know ARK I didn't know ARK had that option. Because if I did, I would have already. played
Yeah,
with
so
it.
basically, the single player is it's just you on the island, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, you get to,
Can you invite your friends to
You
our
can
island?
invite your friends.
I think you can host your own server, but single player is just you. Like, the single player game mode is
I just want like
you.
an island for like us to kind of fuck around on every once in a
You
while.
can host your own server and make your own rules, and that's how you can do it. But I mean,
Well, the stuff doesn't deteriorate after however many days. It's just to where somebody can take it over after a certain amount.
exactly. And if only
Yeah.
your
So if- I
friends
mean, if
are on
you-
there, you
Yeah.
don't have to worry
So it's
about
only
Then
your
it's not gonna
animals you would
matter.
have to worry about.
Yeah.
starving.
Your animals and the stuff in your fridge, but I mean.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can remove that kind of delay and like just make it so they don't die of starvation. They get hungry, but they don't die. You can
Yeah.
you can adjust the rules and laws of the game because
I
of
say
how
we do that.
heavily
Because see,
modded it is.
Ark had good mechanics. It was fun to play. It was enjoyable.
very.
It's just the way they had it set up, and the fact that they were in early access and trying to charge for DLC content, and it wasn't finished yet. It's like that's the part that was the turnoff. It's not that the game's not fun in some aspects. It is, But then again, I really enjoyed it because I could just go punch trees for 6 hours. So
Or
Yeah.
just,
that's
use your
neither here nor
mammoth.
there.
Yeah.
Ripping her damn mammoth and tree farming.
Bertha, me and Bertha, man, all day, every day.
Oh man.
Bertha.
Like, Grif, we need some lumber. Go farm on
Yeah,
Bertha.
I didn't.
Okay.
I let you guys build stuff. I just went and got all of the materials that you could ever want. I
Yeah.
farmed everything, and I loved it because it's relaxing to me to go farm stuff like that. But
I still like the fact that Red lost the pterodactyl and died on that island.
Red lost a lot of stuff. We don't let Red have anything anymore.
I lost my cat, my first cat that I ever tamed. I lost it. Oh, that was so tragic. I got bit by a snake. It got bit by a snake, and we tried to fight it off. And by the time I got over there with Rexy, he was gone.
No Pants and I
mean-
had a pretty good server when we were working with the Xbox One, like where everybody would kind of communicate and talk to each other, and you'd hear all of a sudden you'd turn up and you'd see infinite respawn. Somebody pop up, and one of us would come on and go, "Yes," and he goes, "Are you missing a pterodactyl?" We're like, "Yes, we
Yes.
are." And then they would send us the cords, and we'd fly a bird over there and then try to grab it out of the air. My favorite.
You could
was-
use your scope and call for it, right?
Yes, we figured that out later.
I was like,
but sometimes it doesn't work either.
yeah, that's true. That's why you just get
Yes.
on a pretzel, as I call them, and get up there and call for it. Come here, boy. Then just lure it down.
Oh, I remember
If I
taming
ever
our
played-
first one of those.
If I ever played again, we're gonna get a pretzel and name it Auntie Anne's. So that it can be the pretzel
Oh, and you don't like puns, huh?
Auntie Anne's pretzel.
Oh my god.
shop. Come on, it's good. It's good.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Well,
So
once
Grif-
it actually releases, I say we do our own little private server.
Yes,
That's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm down with
The
that.
problem is you all own it on PC, and it's now $60 on PC. So I'll be waiting a while.
Oh
No,
wow.
that's fine. We can get things started, and then you can just
It
come
was like
in and-
$10 on the summer sale just now.
Uh,
Damn.
Yeah, that is true.
You have to
that
wait till
sucks.
winter sale.
Yes.
Yeah. It'll probably be the regular price on the winter sale.
Probably.
$35.
Oh my god.
So, Grif, you're currently playing Andromeda. It seems as though BioWare's general manager, Aaron Flynn, is leaving
Yep.
after 17 years with the company. Do you think this has anything to do with Andromeda, or you just think that his spill is correct and he's just wanting to
I
change his
think
life?
that it probably does. I think companies like to offer sacrifices when bad things happen with games and stuff. And since this is a big name, I think that they might have not necessarily told him or forced him to resign, but said, you know what, it'd probably be a really good idea if you kind of stepped away and we could bring back Casey Hudson, who worked on the original Mass Effects, which people are kind of yes and no about, and I'm kind of yes and no about, because Casey Hudson did work on the first trilogy, but part of the failures with Mass Effect 3 were because they were micromanaging. So yes and no, but then again, Hudson also originally worked on Anthem, so bringing him back for that is kind of a big deal. So
It is. I'm interested too, though. I was looking at this, because he originally left the company in 2014, joined Microsoft Studios, and he was supposed to be working on HoloLens projects. Do you think this is the end of the HoloLens? Because, and this kind of shows, hey,
Or it might be
I
far
feel
enough
like-
along where they don't need him as much.
I feel
now.
like
that'd be a
HoloLens
point.
is stalled out a little whilst they wait on new technology and applications for the HoloLens. Because, I mean, really, augmented reality only has so many applications at this point. It's not something
Correct.
that wide consumers everywhere are going to use. So I think at this point they're kind of probably sitting on that.
Yeah, probably.
But
just
I'm
waiting
fine
for
with
something.
Casey Hudson coming back and seeing what happens with that. I mean, Andromeda, we kind of at the bottom of the barrel. We can only go up from here, right?
No, it can get
No.
worse.
Yeah, it
Shut
can
up.
always get worse.
You two, both of you, all of you, shut up. It's gonna get so much better because if they fuck up my Dragon Age, things are gonna go awful.
We can have crab walking in Dragon Age.
No.
How about
There's
just
one guy that stands outside, like, I have to go to the Sam node thing, which, whatever. I have to go there, but as soon as you come out, he's always there, and he's, like, I guess he's a guard or something, but he's in that, like, crab position with his gun. I'm like, what is he, is that comfortable for him? Is it supposed to be that way? Is that a mistake? I don't know what that guy's deal is, but he's always there. I'm like,
They're
okay,
all just worshipping Zoidberg at this point.
Clearly. I don't know. I think that could go either way. I guess we'll see with the new Dragon Age and with Anthem. I think Anthem's going to be the real benchmark as to what BioWare is going to be capable of.
I think so too, and I'm interested to see. You know, I'm still a skeptic just because we got burned with Destiny, but at the same time, it's kind of.
it looks neat.
It really looks good.
It does, and it's BioWare. Most of the time, you can put your faith in them. They drop the ball once, doesn't mean that's what they do regularly now. So
That's true.
I hope
Everyone
not.
drops the ball every once in a while.
exactly.
Yes, let's just. It's the issue of seeing whether or not they're going to learn from this or.
Oh, I think they will. BioWare feels like a company where it's like, whoa, who dropped the ball on this one? Because we better fucking pick that shit up and do it right next time.
It almost seems to me, there was a period where Apple, Steve Jobs left Apple, and they went downhill during that time period that he was gone, right? And so they invited him back in to be the CEO of Apple, and then that's when you get, the insurgence of Macs and then iPhones and iPads and all that type of stuff comes out, and it's bringing back Hudson because this is, his little baby. That Anthem is his love, that it would almost seem as though they did that on purpose in order to make sure that they could strive forward with this project. So I'm very interested to see how this ends up. So we'll see. I'm sorry, I'm reading this. I gotta read that live.
I can't
just
read
sent us a
I
thing
can't
like
read
we're all
it.
dying.
I
I
can't-
can't unread it. Okay, for those that don't know, Grif is completely scared of spiders in every way that is humanly possible. And there's a spider crawling around on the wall where she's at. So she goes running away from the PC. She's just gonna set the house on fire. Just to let you know.
No,
So,
I'm just
if you
gonna
see
watch
flames
it.
coming out from around her computer desk, you know what has happened.
If you
Save
just
the
see me
PC,
run
save
off
the PC.
abruptly. But the thing is right now it's behind the tower. I saw it crawl on the wall behind the tower of my PC.
So now
and
it's
I
gonna
don't
come
see
out
it
next to your
anymore.
keyboard.
No.
No, I would say it's gonna hit the floor and crawl up her leg. That's the way I would.
No.
No?
Grip, it's okay. Just give it a little cane and a top hat, and it'll look cute.
Do a little dance.
No. And it looks like a scary spider too.
If it's the one that was crawling around in here, I think it's fine.
You had one crawling around in the house and you didn't kill it?
It was in the middle of a show. I'd rather let it walk around than deal with you yelling at me because I messed up the show.
Well, right
Too
now
late.
the
It's
spider
already
is
happened
messing
now.
up the whole show.
Congratulations.
So
It's
here we are.
it's the end of the show, so
But hey, the good thing is for those people that are currently listening to this on the regular podcast app off of iTunes on your phone, you too can go and buy a speaker hat from Atari and listen to us as you walk around. And there's a multiplayer mode, so you and your friends could all listen at the exact same time
That
as you
hat looks
walk
like
around in a
garbage.
group with
a
your Atari
multiplayer mode on your hat?
hat. Yeah.
What the hell? I didn't know hats
So
came with
It
multiplayer.
syncs up all the hats to where you're listening to the same thing.
So they're
I
all
wish it
Bluetooth.
was a better looking hat. Like, what? Come on, Atari. Seriously?
I don't like the flat brim hats, but it's probably because my head's round and it just doesn't fit right.
They should really research into some options as far as hats.
Yes.
I would like a
Especially
wizard.
since
I
isn't
would
this
like a
supposed
wizard
to
hat.
be-
No,
had
you would like a
speakers.
wizard hat. I would have never guessed. The guy
Well,
that
it's
walks around with a wizard hat all the time.
It's supposed to be a Blade Runner tie-in, but isn't that more cyberpunk? So why does this hat just look like a generic blue sports hat?
I'm not really sure.
Because Atari doesn't understand anything anymore. Good job, Atari. You win again.
They're still stuck in the 80s.
Clearly.
Uh,
Well,
Too funny.
whatever. Have you gotten the weird My Little Pony messages on Xbox? I have
I
Turn
not.
on my Xbox
I have
in a
not.
while.
Nope.
but I haven't logged in a bit. I might log in today.
All you got to do is hit that
Bob
Xbox
airtime.
button on your PC. It'll log you in. Hell, my fucking Xbox dashboard keeps track of all the PC games that I play.
Yep.
So, I mean,
Oh,
That's because they're both
apparently-
Windows 10.
so Xbox games are technically Windows 10 games.
So it's technically a PC, so therefore you could play it and not say you're playing console.
I can't install Diablo 2 in there. I've tried.
Oh, fair enough.
It burnt up.
Too funny. We good?
I was gonna read this error message, but
All right,
that's
read the error
cool.
message.
You
Go
guys
ahead.
got totally sidetracked. So
Go ahead,
no, it's
read the
fine.
error.
We
Read
can-
the
we
error
can be done.
message. Read the error message.
No, we really want
I
you to.
mean,
Could
I
you
was-
do it in a voice too? Like I want it to be like a.
Do it like Oaks do
A
you
My
right now,
Little
where he's all
Pony voice.
robotic.
I have no idea what a My Little Pony voice sounds like.
It'd be like a high pitched voice, right?
No. How much?
I don't know.
My Little Pony voice. How would you know the My Little Pony? I'm guessing
I have no
based on
idea.
the fact.
I have no idea.
I've
I
never
mean, it's
watched
gotta be
My Little
something.
My Little Ponies.
My Little Ponies. You're not a brony. I figured you'd be a brony.
No, he fits the
Oh, he does
stereotype
fit the
more.
bill, yeah, that is true.
Baka's like, fuck you.
I don't watch that shit that you know of.
Read the message, Grif.
that you know of.
Well, currently there is an error popping up on Xbox. It says mock error title, and the message that comes with it says, this should be some long description about the error. Read it and weep. And if you haven't looked up that phrase on the internet, please do. You will find a My Little Pony episode called Read It and Weep, Cloud Chasers and Wonderbolts You'll Never Be Forgotten. And that's all the error message says. Like, who works at Microsoft that's doing this?
Yeah, trolled by a brony fan that works at Xbox. That's great.
Apparently.
Apparently they're going to be fixing it.
Someone's going to be
But-
getting in trouble.
It may have been someone who was already in trouble and decided to go, screw it, this is before I leave.
Fuck it.
Some programmer is definitely going to be answering some questions shortly. I just thought it was funny.
Yes.
Just thought that was worth mentioning that you might get some random My Little Pony pop up on your Xbox. Reasons.
We've learned so much stuff today.
I know.
Like, you know, My Little Pony. There's somebody that works at at Xbox that's a My Little Pony fan. You can win or get really close to winning PUBg by getting stuck in a rock.
Or just crawling around the ground, you know,
Right.
whatever.
The chicken is evil when it comes to deceit.
Yes.
Yes. Who would have guessed?
Right? We learned so much.
There is one thing. If anybody out there, it's about a game that comes out on Tuesday. Griff already knows. I've been talking about it. Fortnite. It's the new
Oh,
game
yeah.
by
Yeah, I've
Epic
been watching
Games.
some people play it.
Yes. I don't know why. Either they know how to sell me shit because I've been seeing nothing but ads for it for the last few days. So if anybody has played it or plans on playing it, let me know how it is. It's only $40 for an open world zombie survival build craft game.
No Pants has it. He
Yeah.
got the Founders Kit or whatever it is. And here's the thing: we ought to consider this. It's $150 for the Founders, but you get the whoever buys the $150 set gets all this stuff loaded up, and it comes with 2 standard copies as well.
Oh
So
shit!
you just sell your friends just pay you $40 a piece or whatever to get your standard.
Right.
So you've just paid $10 more for the set. And I
Oh
was
wow,
like,
that's not bad. So wait, you get 3 copies of it total?
you get 3 copies total.
Okay, that's not bad because
No, it's not bad. And we could start playing now.
Okay, well, that game looks like a lot of fun. The classes, the RPG aspects, the building. I mean, that game basically has everything that I'm interested in. Open world, zombies, crafting, RPG, classes. Like, it looks really neat.
It's got a lot of defense to it.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So I'm very interested in it. Let me know. Give me feedback. I want to know if I need to buy it. Because I already have Epic Games installed, their launcher installed, and I went and looked at it because I have Paragon.
So you have to pull it off of their launcher. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So give me feedback. Let me know. I'm looking at it. It's only $40 if I have to
How
buy
many
it.
launchers do we need?
I have the Epic Games. I have like 6 different launchers for all of my games. So
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5. So I guess I'm adding a 6th.
I think I have 7, 8. Overwolf, Twitch, Curse. Yeah, I got a shitload. Anyway, but I just wanted to throw that out there because I'm interested in the game and it comes out Tuesday. So
Sweet.
Nice.
Sweet. Thanks, cool. Well, we do appreciate everybody that hangs out with us each and every week at Infinite Respawn. You can check us out at Twitter at InfiniteResPC. Check me out personally at MDB Oaktree. Check out Grif.
At Grif's Lineup.
Check out Chicken.
at Elite Chicken 313.
Check out Baka.
And Baka Pickle.
Make sure you go to our YouTube as well, where you can watch this video as well as some of our past broadcasts. Also, some of our videos and some of Grif's awesome music videos as well that she's done, and some Let's Plays. Also, make sure you go to infiniterespawn.com, go on there, join the forums, hang out, which Grif is actually going in and trying to do a little bit more with, and the rest of us need to do as well. So hopefully we'll have some time to do that, so we can all say hi. Also, just to let everybody know, I've got about 3 weeks, and I've got to host a trivia night here locally. Please, if you can, just go on to onto the website, and I'll try to start a forum that's on there for trivia questions. I just want us to know what type of trivia questions you would want that are gaming related. So I'm going to go on there and start one of those. So go on there and create a question and, put an answer if you can, or if somebody answers it correctly, that works as well. They've got to be halfway easy to very, very difficult. So because I've got to have final question. Yeah, because I want to keep people in the seats, for the entire time, and then at the very end make it difficult. So, but for Infinite Respawn, I'm Oaktree.
I'm Grif.
I'm Chicken.
I'm Baka.
See ya.
Bye.
Please hang up and try again.